Hey guys, welcome to another Profitable Pro lesson. Today we'll be talking about support and resistance. Now, this is a really simple concept that we shouldn't have to talk about for very long, but we'll also be talking about false breakouts and also ranges because they are also important regarding support and resistance. Because after you understand what support and resistance is, you can actually notify what a fake breakout is and also understand what price ranges are because they're interchangeable. So let's dive deep. So with support and resistance, you have two things. You have support, which is the bottom, your floor, and you also hear that term used either on Bloomberg Report, CNBC, that a trade has hit the floor, not meaning the trading floor, but the floor and price range. And then you also have the ceiling, which why we need breakouts because it's hitting a ceiling which is breaking out of a ceiling. This is not a Little Wayne song, no ceilings. We had those in trading, but those ceilings don't matter sometimes. So with that being said, this is what we have here. So if you look back here, why do we have a floor and how do you identify a floor? And it's simple. A floor is where price ranges hit a stop, goes up, hit the stop once again, and then hits a level to the top, which will be his ceiling. And sometimes it ranges to a top multiple times. But the best way to find out your top is because you have a breakout down like this, and then it keeps here. And that's how I find my ceilings. I find the last spot it meets a similar high. So right here to me would be the best example of a ceiling. And then you can ask, why isn't the ceiling here? And that's a great example. That could also be a ceiling in this right here. What we talked about briefly may be a breakout. So this can be a false breakout because it didn't continue going up in a range. It just consolidated in a small range and returned into the box. But me personally, I don't usually count that as the ceiling, and the only reason why is because it was the highest point that it went and it retraced down. Hence why that would be, for me as the trader, my ceiling. Other people do their support and resistance differently, but this is just my point of view. So we have touched the bottom twice. Now this, in my opinion, was a great example of a false breakout candle because it was in its range, returned back, and everybody knows the pin bar technique. Great setup for a buy signal. And if you're a swing trader just like me, this is a 13 pip move from here to here. That's 13 pips. Great way to make some easy money in the market. So if I was paying attention to the market at this time, this would have been a great signal. But yeah, this is all for trading education. So hey, you're not gonna get everything you want in trading. No trades are perfect. The market doesn't move in one direction. So yeah, that is support and resistance, false breakouts. Now let's dive a little deeper into what a range is. So if you know this is a 13 pip price range, right? That only means, hey, price will not move any further until it breaks out in either direction. But also, this is a very important price range that consolidation happens. So anytime you have consolidation of this sort of buyers, sellers, there's an indecision of, hey, why is this price important? Because now we want to know, is this a good point? This is a good point with prices. So let's look at this at a bigger point, is a daily. Because you want to know where the big price ranges are on a daily chart, because now you want to know the bigger picture. Now I'm setting up the support resistance at these levels, and the reason why, like we said, touches bottoms and also has to break out, broke out, return back to the closest next range. Now this is a great price range. This is a false breakout here. Look at that. One reason why I call this a false breakout, because like I said, highest point hasn't reached, lowest. Now I try to break out here, but it couldn't. It didn't have enough volume nor momentum. So returned back into the range, danced around with consolidation and retraced. And now here we go once again. So this may go anywhere, you know. Now this, what type of price range is this? Let's find out. 256 pips. That's a lot of good money that you can make in a week or in a month if you keep trying to trade that. So I'm banking on that. I actually have a trade today that I'm working on. It's looking pretty nice. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, you'll be seeing these price actions and these price moves that I've been making. But yeah, this is actually the best way to learn trading and learning other techniques like flag patterns, because that's basically what a flag pattern is a support and resistance and a trend. Just like we have a trend here, the pole is created here, here's the flag because here's the support and resistance, and in the future this will go up or may not. So yeah, thank you again for watching another Profitable Pro video talking about support and resistance, ranges, and false breakouts.